Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is it possible that General Hospital just snuck another member of Sonny's extended family onto the canvas? We knew Avery's new nanny would be a headache even before we met Betty from General Hospital. After all, she was doing research on Sonny for Mason. When Ava and Nanny Betty had a heated argument on the iconic parapet, we wondered who would push the other off first. Even as she foolishly revealed her malicious intents to Ava, Betty didn't do a particularly good job of concealing her overall dislike for pretty much everyone she encountered. We immediately saw Betty had more than just a terrible attitude, but a connection to the man she's trying to dig up dirt on. Her recent encounter with Joss at the Metro Court pool assured us that this was the fact. Betty, who apparently cares as much about childcare as we do about Wine-Free Wednesday, questioned Joss who she was, then accused the blonde of lying. Yes, Jocelyn was her big sister, according to Avery. The branches of our family tree are very complicated, Joss acknowledged, but I'm happy to draw you a diagram. Betty responded with an intriguing glance, saying that it wouldn't be necessary. You're probably right, Joss responded. You'll most likely be gone before you have to remember any names. Given that Dex has been tasked with keeping an eye on Betty, this could just be a means for him to create tension between the objects of his suspicion and devotion. But, considering that soaps rarely introduce people who don't have a broader link to the canvas, we can't help but wonder whether Betty is hiding anything. Is she Sonny's brother Rick Lansing's secret child? We know the writers had considered the role in recent years because until the day Cameron Matheson strolled onto the set of General Hospital as Drew, he thought he'd be playing Rick. Heaven knows Sonny and his brother have had a falling out over the years, and it's easy to envision that enmity being passed down to a new generation. Heck, if the authors really want to complicate things, they could keep this hidden long enough for Betty to become TJ and Molly's surrogate, only to discover that they are, in fact, half-sisters. Wednesday, August 2nd, Sonny's special delivery, Carly's horrible call, Cyrus unsettles Austin. General Hospital spoilers claim that Valentine Cassadine met with Laura Collins in their hotel room on Wednesday, August 2, but Laura informed him that he wouldn't be needed for the rest of the vacation. Valentine felt this was due to Kevin's contempt for him, but Kevin disputed this. It's only that Valentine wasn't needed because Nicholas Cassadine wasn't in Chechnya, where Valentine could have helped with the language problem. Laura now believed that Charlotte Cassadine and Anna Devane required Valentine's return to Port Charles. Laura also requested that Valentine check on Spencer Cassadine, but Valentine did not believe Spencer would agree. Eddie Main, alias Ned Quartermain, was hungover in the Quartermain estate after a night of bar hopping that ended with Dominic Falconeri, bringing him there. Olivia Quartermain spoke to Eddie alone and persuaded him to understand that he was too old for this type of conduct, but he ended up questioning why he would want to marry such an uptight shrew in the first place. Later, Leo Quartermain noticed Olivia was distraught following an interaction with Eddie, so he inquired as to why Eddie made her sad while she was only trying to help. Eddie warmed up to Olivia and wondered if her offer to make breakfast was still on the table. Olivia prepared the tastiest frittatas, according to Leo, and he couldn't wait to tell Eddie about them. Brooklyn Quartermain contacted Harrison Chase, Josh Switchard, at Deception hoping to meet up for lunch, but he was too preoccupied with a case at the hospital. Brooklyn was frightened after reading about the deadly case on her tablet. Maxie Jones admitted that falling in love with a cop was never easy, but she told Brooklyn that you learn to live with it. The topic shifted to Maxie's efforts to mitigate the fallout from Sasha Gilmore's controversy. Unfortunately, their merchandise was still being relegated to the lowest shelf. Maxie was just relieved that Sasha's face wasn't on the Deceptor box because it was the only thing keeping Deception alive right now. Brooke Lynn insisted the Deceptor was the only item earning a profit right now when Tracy Quartermain arrived and cornered her granddaughter alone. Although Brooke Lynn emphasized that she wouldn't risk it for her grandmother's purpose, Tracy responded that BLQ would utilize her access to obtain her the information she required. When Austin Gatlin Holt viewed Cyrus Renault's file at GH, he knew he was his next patient. When Chase arrived, he showed Austin a phone photo of Gordon Stevens, Morris Hall body. Austin identified the man as a past patient and described Gordon's outburst at the Port Charles Grill, which was observed by Ava Jerome, Maura West, Nina Reeves, and Sonny Corinthos. Chase also gave Austin a picture of Dex, who had been lurking, but Austin said he knew nothing about him. In Cyrus' room, he greeted Martin Gray and learnt Laura was now in Europe. Cyrus mentioned Laura's aura guiding him, as well as Drew Kane, who performed CPR and assisted in bringing him back to life. Now that Cyrus had a second opportunity, he declared that he granted Martin access to his trust. Cyrus asked Martin to give away all of his money and claimed that he wanted to assist rehabilitate convicts so that they could learn to lead useful lives. Following his inspection, Cyrus grabbed Austin's wrist and prayed ominously that the Lord bless the doctor and his family. Austin seems troubled by what appeared to be a veiled threat. Kevin questioned Laura's decision to face the tragedies of Cassadine Island after she received information from Martin over the phone. Laura reassured Kevin and wanted to go there because it could be Nicholas' ideal hiding place. In Sonny's office, he was on the phone with someone about Gordon being a message because he was killed in his territory. Sonny reasoned that he should respond with a message. After a henchman emerged, Sonny received confirmation that a work had been completed and was in the trunk, so he went out with him to make a delivery. Carly Spencer told Sam McCall at Kelly's that Drew was safe behind bars. When Sonny appeared and caught Carly off guard, there was dialogue about how difficult it was to be away from the one you love. Sonny briefly spoke with Sam before turning his focus to Carly alone. Carly welcomed Sonny's delivery of a massive bag of Corinthos coffee after he said he was going to make her an offer she couldn't refuse. Sonny insisted on managing Ava and the strange nanny scenario when Carly questioned him. Chase then arrived and persuaded Sonny to come outdoors for some grilling. Despite Chase's queries concerning the body, Dex's involvement, and Austin's account, Sonny avoided most of them and advised him to call his attorney. Back with Carly, she was astonished to see Maxie getting pastries at the Metro Court rather than the Metro Court. Maxie admitted that Nina had told her that Carly now owned Kelly's, but she had not sent her there. Carly chose not to be agitated by the thought of Nina because she was on a more serene path now. Maxie believed Carly would improve Kelly's, so Carly remained upbeat as well. Sonny reconnected with Carly and inquired about Drew, learning she'd gone to see him. Carly convinced Sonny that Drew was fine, but she received a disturbing call after Sonny had gone. Sam called Carly to inform her that Drew was not permitted to have guests until further notice. Carly was taken aback when Sam mentioned that Drew was being held in solitary confinement. Drew's torment will continue at Pentonville, according to General Hospital spoilers, so stay tuned for more jail news. Sonny, Ava, and Carly form an odd couple. General Hospital spoilers reveal a trio we never believed possible. To safeguard their children, Sonny Corinthos, Ava Jerome, and Carly Spencer have banded together. Mason Gatlin made the wrong decisions. He believed threatening Ava would intimidate her, but he was mistaken. Austin Gatlin Holt made a critical error by involving Avery Jerome Corinthos. It's not the smartest move to annoy the town mob lord. Carly Spencer, Ava Jerome, and Sonny Corinthos shave a shady past. Morgan Corinthos, Sonny and Carly's son, felt he had found his true love in Kiki Jerome. Unfortunately, she was smitten by his brother, Michael Corinthos. Kiki's mother, Ava, arrived to collect the pieces for her son-in-law, and the two slept together. They maintained their bond, and Morgan even turned against his father for a time. Sonny and Ava finally slept together, and she became pregnant with Avery, the paternity of whom was initially disputed until it was proved that Sonny was the father. Morgan was given a diagnosis of bipolar illness. Ava manipulated his medication in the aim of keeping him away from Kiki, but he ended up taking Julie and Jerome's automobile, which detonated and killed Morgan. Sonny and Carly blamed Ava for their son's death, and she turned against them. Sonny Corinthos changed his mind about Ava Jerome. Sonny and Carly would have been relieved if Ava had died. They would have done anything to keep Avery away from her mother at one point. But they all adore the young child, and as time passed, the three of them recognized she was the most important thing in their lives. For the sake of their kid, they have all learned to coexist and co-parent. Ava is now entangled in a tangle with the Gatlin cousins. She was blackmailed into spying on the mob leader. But when she was forced to employ a shady babysitter to look after Avery, she realized she was in over her head. Ava would not put her daughter in danger, so she disclosed everything to Sonny, who has now joined forces with her to figure out who is manipulating Mason and bring them down. It's good to watch former rivals band together to protect the ones they both care about. Carly Spencer appears in the film. Sonny understood that Mama Carly was the safest place to be, and she is always pleased to spend time with her stepdaughter. Carly is astute, and she suspects Sonny and Ava are up to something. They have not yet informed her. Carly is content for the time being to take Avery and have her spend time with her sister Donna Corinthos. Carly, on the other hand, is Carly, and she may soon want more details. Sonny made it plain to Ava that he was considering telling his ex the truth. It would be exciting to see the three of them work together. Former adversaries taking down evil men who have attacked their families is an excellent plot device. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.